Welcome to this freshly hatched, unmatched batch from scratch, the show where, just like our emotions, the beers are bottled and canned.
Every episode, we try some beer, talk about life. We really don't know shit about either, so don't set your expectations too high.
Our credentials, null. Our expertise, void, so don't take anything we say too serious.
Let's talk some shit.
Jason, welcome back to Bottled and Canned, episode number 39. I'm Matt, and as I alluded to,
I'm Dreamy J.
Dreamy J, and that's hilarious. And also the show with one camera. We're having some technical difficulties, and we are already starting a slightly behind schedule.
Can I tell you what I'm happy about?
What are you happy about?
Oh, I noticed I had another gray hair, so I've got two now. And the camera being farther away, you can't see it.
You have zeroed in on specific two hairs. That is
I got a third one on my chin.
Really? So how devastated are you every time you encounter a new one of these?
You know what? I've kind of gotten what's that called? Like desensitized to some degree.
Good word, yeah.
I just, every once in a while I got to spend an extra 5-6 seconds plucking.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a fucking hassle.
I
think the older you get, the more you got to pluck.
I'm trying to, first off, I wanted to ridicule you for, the most asinine complaint of all time. But now I feel like saying that 5 or 6 seconds, you add that up over the course of a lifetime.
Something.
That's something. So, anyway, all right. Well, anyway, it's good to be back. I mean, we've kind of turned into a less of a rigorous show. We've definitely taken our time in between episodes. The holidays are tough to get stuff done anyway. But certainly it's good to be back in the saddle. Super rusty.
Is that a song?
What's that?
Back in the saddle again. Isn't that like some kind of hairband song? Sounds like it.
A hair. I guess,
I'm gonna ask Gemini.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So back in the saddle again.
Oh, it's Aerosmith. Did it just say Aerosmith? That's a hairband.
Back in the saddle again. Yeah, you're right. That's part and parcel of hairband. I'm sorry. I guess what's funny is if my wife were here, her mom is obsessed with Aerosmith, and so yeah, she would have got that right away. Yeah, I think just Aerosmith in general. But she was kind of she moved here from another country, and she just loved the rock stations and the rock and roll vibe and the rock. So that's what she gravitated toward, the rock. That's kind of, I guess, the way that I would say it. But she was a big she liked a lot of older stuff, but she liked Muse. When I first met my wife, she was a big Muse fan. Her mom was going to a Muse show, and I was like,
wait, what's her most famous song? Because I know I've heard of them.
Oh, God, most famous. Oh, God, I want to say Knights of Sidonia, I think is the name of the song, was what I would say. Do
you listen to XM or you stream only?
I mean, for all years, I've only streamed. That's it. Okay,
because I was wondering, it would be an alt nation Muse?
Probably, yeah. It's like that. It was kind of in the alt rock or the alt scene, but it was just kind of cool to hear her mom at least listening to some modern stuff in my head, I guess, versus just pure classic rock. Anyway, whatever. That's not the point. But
the point is, we like Steven Tyler's
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith is good.
Back in the saddle, baby.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked his mic stand dressing. He always had some kind of
It had a nice scarf on.
Always had a nice shawl around his mic. It looked nice.
Do you think that
he dressed it up really well?
Every time he was putting on an outfit, he was like, I need a matching scarf that hits the fit on the mic stand.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then question 2, did he have a particular way to knot or style? Every time it had to be tied a certain way? You tie a martial arts belt or you tie certain knots?
Yeah.
Did he have a particularly flair to his knot?
Probably
because he wanted to be able to rip it off at some point and do some dancey ribbon shit with it.
Yeah.
He wanted to do some Will
He must have been
Ferrell
a Boy
ribbon
Scout.
shit.
Boy Scout?
Boy Scout? Is that like if someone's like a Boy Scout in Scotland? They're a Boy Scout. Boy Scout.
Exactly.
Anyway. All right. Anyway, but no, dude. Okay, cool. Yeah, I forgot about Steven Tyler's microphone scarves.
Amazing.
Is that the right term? Scarf?
Yeah. A shawl?
So
Doily?
frilly lace. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, all right, I'm over it. So, anyway, I think one thing you said, to be honest with everyone, like I don't want to show too behind the curtain here on episode 39 of Bottled and Canned, but you said you were pretty thirsty.
I'm very thirsty.
Okay, let's
get to
fucking get to
today's beer.
Today's beer. Today's beer. I cannot wait, Jason.
Matt.
Well, what's that?
I have a question.
Yeah, I was about to say something, but I guess since you go ahead.
I was curious if you don't mind sharing with the listeners and myself, what is today's beer?
Jason, I'm really ecstatic you asked. Today's beer is What We Don't See, an Imperial Stout from Kings County Brewers Collective out of Brooklyn, New York, KCBC, with a super cool thalassophobia-inducing can that's all dark and black and gray and awesome.
What is KCBC? Is it like ACDC?
No, Kings County Brewing Collective.
Oh, so KCBC. And what was that word about a Jurassic phobia?
No, thalassophobia. We've talked about this. My fear of the ocean and waters and stuff.
Oh, that's the Echo the Dolphin fear.
Yes, that's like, but if you look at the can, it's like tentacles and very sea-driven. I'm scared.
I see a skull. I like it.
Right. It's cool, man. So anyway, yeah, but it's an Imperial
question.
Stout. Oh, yeah.
Is it bottle or is it can?
Dude, it is canned, my man. So the other thing,
Rhyme.
No, it did. That's totally canned.
Rhyme,
my
but
man
then
is no. It's like
man is not a
science. That was the way that
Okay.
like we was
Science.
woven, fucking woven together with like tissue of like love, and it was a tapestry of a joke. For some beer analytics, Jason, which I know you do not hate, as we give a nice pour and velvety head coming out of this beer. Jesus, looks nice.
Okay, it's one of them dark beers.
I like it. Like it's Imperial Stout. It's our second.
Fuck, it smells good.
It's our second Imperial Stout.
Stout.
Technically, we had a Imperial Coffee Stout, which had a little bit more of a coffee like forward note
This
and
one
flavor.
doesn't have that much coffee smell.
But it'll be similar to that in like texture and vibe. And then this is our fifth stout in that style of all time.
Do we have any scarves for our cans?
We do. We're scarfless. Scarfless, dude. Like, I've never really seen the movie. I'm sorry. I'm back. Sorry on the mic. I've never really seen the movie, but there was this movie as we were growing up called Sleepless in Seattle. And I always
the one where he's got.
I don't even know. I've never seen it. The point is, it was a rom-com, and so everything I said for a while was like blah 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 in Seattle. So it's like, blank in Seattle. So this is Scarfless in Seattle is the name of this episode for no reason other than
Is that the?
you keep talking about scarves. We don't have scarves for our beer tonight, and I always wanted to use that joke my whole life. Scarfless in Seattle. So that's the name of the episode.
Okay, good.
We've never named an episode like
Scarfless
8 minutes in. That's bullshit. That's fucking.
We've definitely
Who
never.
makes the rules around here? What the fuck?
It's crazy. Who does make the rules?
Who knows? I'm trying this beer. Wow, that was a good first sip. I like that.
I would say it's tremendous.
Wow.
Matt, what's another word for tremendous?
I always say fantastic. I like that word.
It's boring.
I know, but it's like there was this guy my dad used to listen to, a motivational speaker named Zig Ziglar, and he used to be like, "That's fantastic."
Didn't we work with that guy?
No, Zig Ziglar. No way, bro. Zig Ziglar's like an old school like cassette tape in the car.
There's a Ziggler we used to work.
Sure, Ziggler's a very common name.
Dirk?
But maybe. Don't be saying people's fucking government names on here, bro.
Dirk Ziggler, isn't that from the Marky Wahlberg movie?
I don't know. Anyway, so
What was the name of that movie where he played the porn star?
look, Zig Ziglar, bro.
Oh.
Whatever. Anyway, man. My dad.
Who's
used to
Dirk
listen
Ziggler?
to- I don't fucking know. You're
What
the
movie
one.
is that?
I'm not answering. You're the one who made this guy up. You're thinking
No.
of Dirk Diggler. Is that his name?
Yes.
Dirk Diggler.
Yes.
See, this I'm saying. You're yelling
This
at me
is what I'm saying.
to explain shit, but you're not even saying the right question. It's just it's got you've lost the plot, mate. All right.
What am I saying?
Who knows? I don't even know.
What are we talking
You can't
about?
keep throwing questions at me. It's not working. All All right. So anyway, fantastic. That's fantastic. So like, in my head, there's like that because there's
Dirk
like
Diggler says it's fantastic.
You know, you can find a lot of other words for tremendous on the internet. Anyway, let's talk about this fucking beer, bro. What do you think?
It's good. It's not coffee-y like the other one was. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I said this.
It's got hints. It's got hints. It's got a little bit of a bitter.
It's our
bitter
second
finish.
Imperial Coffee Stout. It's been a while since we've had one.
If this is what,
just Imperial Stout. Sorry, the Coffee Stout was episode 22.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Hit me. Tell me what.
So I was recently at a, you could call it a job interview. We met up at this place to have some coffees and talk, right? And I met with the person in charge, and we were having a conversation, and they offered to buy me a coffee. And if it tasted like this, I would have, let's have some Imperial Stouts. Maybe that's why I should offer it. Instead, I got a hot cocoa. And, you know, the person I was with got a coffee and looked like an adult. And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely take the whipped cream. So trying to have important meetings with hot cocoa with marshmallows. I definitely went with the marshmallows. I was like, yeah, don't. You can't have too many marshmallows in there. But if the coffee tastes like this, I would have been like, yes.
Yeah, man. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, if I was at a job interview and the person across from me ordered a hot chocolate with marshmallows,
yeah,
and they were like, you know, I'm not saying you look very young, even like, and they were your age, you know, even no matter what, whether they were 28 or 51, you know, it would just be something I'd be like, that was weird. That's a move. Mm-hmm. It's a weird move, but
I got the whipped cream too.
Okay, all right, enough said.
But I did tell him, I was like, if you don't mind, put it in a coffee mug.
Okay, that's the move. Do you? We used to have this guy.
She still looked at me weird. No, she was paying. So I'm still with the person I was interviewing.
Okay, so never mind. It's not a move anymore. No, so dude, there was this guy who used to always get like, I can't remember what it was. It was like what I think would be considered like a girl's drink. It was always served up in like a cocktail glass, and he would always be like, "I want the blah blah blah." Put it in a man's glass. Yeah. Put it in a man's glass. I don't want it up in a girl's glass. And I was just like thinking like the way he would always like demand it. And I was like, it doesn't matter if you're drinking it out of a 5-gallon fucking bucket, you know, like you're still drinking, you know, whatever it was. And, you know, it was like a ridiculously like, you know, cliche drink. So anyway, I just thought it was wild. Like, the same thing. Like, I put it in a coffee mug. No, you didn't change anything, bro. It was still hot chocolate with marshmallows and whipped cream.
Marshmallows and the whipped cream. But I was like, yo, listen, let's have real discussions now that I got my cocoa.
Like, this cocoa is delicious. It reminds me of Christmas morning. That's awful, bro. Anyway. Okay, so like now that we've talked about that, yeah, it doesn't have as much of a coffee note again as the Imperial Coffee Stout we had on like 29.
What is Guinness?
Guinness is like just a Irish stout. It's a dry stout. So it's again, it'd be like not as rich and alcoholic and like deep in like almost burnt and like kind of like dark, kind of roasty flavor. It does have like a burnt, almost like roasty flavor to it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the flavor. It's like
it's like everything about this just lighter, less alcohol taste. You know, less like caramels and sugars. It's like less thick in texture. Guinness is what like normal stouts are like a little bit thicker. So, and then like the dryness kind of makes it like way more drinkable, I think. This is supposed to be like sipped. I think as closer this gets to room temperature, the lot easier this will get to like chug and drink. It'll become a lot more enjoyable. But no, I mean, it's like a really solid beer, to be honest with you. Like I like this one a lot. And like for an Imperial, it's actually quite palatable. Mostly, I think most Imperials almost have like a more dominant, almost like salty, like soy sauce kind of flavor people talk about. I think the last one we had, you commented on that. This one hides that really well, I feel like, and almost has like a smoky, like a really well-balanced smoky or roasty flavor.
Yeah, I can taste, you get the roasty, that's for sure.
Yeah. But like they balance it. I think some things can be like so roasty it's like cloying. It can be so smoky it's like makes you gag. I think it reminds you of beef almost. Like where this is.
Dude, I forgot. Like I can't lean back.
It's not. This is not smoky. I'll be clear. It's not. It's like a
no.
It's almost so roasty. It almost gives a smoke note. You know.
I've had some. There's a Basil Hayden that I've had that was done in a wine cask, and I've had wine that was done in like whiskey or bourbon barrels, right? And you get a little bit of those flavors, or you get I don't know how much bourbon you drink. Or scotch, but you can get some of that like they've got the ones that like taste a little bit more smoky. So I wouldn't compare this to like the beer version of that.
No.
But this one is, you can tell it's like I don't know. It's like you can taste the beans, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it's good.
You can taste the beans.
It's good. No, again, I think it does have like that earthy character to it, right? Where first just like, like chocolate or coffee flavor. It does have like that earthy aroma.
So
as
I was
well.
just
Yeah,
watching
good,
some
man.
football at some dude's house. We're talking about cocoa or chocolate, and they were getting like the 85% or 70. Like some kind of, it's like how much chocolate is in it, like less the sugar. And I was like, dude, what is it? Like, sounds like it would be bitter-ish. And like, yeah, it's definitely not as sweet as regular milk chocolate because it doesn't have all the added. But it's like but that's kind of what it tastes like. Like the chocolate or the cacao. What is it called?
Cacao. Yeah, like there's like cacao nibs or like
nibs.
cacao. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, nibs. And like you can taste that in there, so it's not. It gives you that taste, but not the sweetness of like I'm having a.
You don't like you're not indulging. It's super sugary tasting.
Right, exactly. Which softens it, which is good.
No, totally. No, you're right. So no, listen. I think it's very good. I think we should definitely rate this thing.
Yeah, go ahead. You rate this one first.
Well, I never rate first, so.
Okay, I'll rate it first.
I wasn't
I'll rate
like
it first.
totally. I was still dialing mine in. I guess if you got the number, lock it in. What do we got? So.
Well, can I see? I know you don't like this, but I want to see what I gave the last one.
So we did the monolith that day in the
Dude, I remember that. That was the one from
segment.
Utah.
Yeah, that's correct. And you gave that like a flat 4,
Okay, I'm gonna go 4.01. This one's a little bit better.
but just like you're ever so slightly.
Ever so is like just a
Just
smidge,
a scooch bitter.
just a
scooch.
nib, just a nib.
That's that's just a nib bitter. Okay, I'm not mad at that. And just for context, when you did the other one, you gave the coffee one. You gave a flat 4 as well. Like
Yeah, this
on
is a
the
nib
nose.
better.
This is like, dude, this is so funny. You're so consistent with this style. Like you don't love this style, but you don't hate it. Like you see the appeal, but you wouldn't like order multiple of these, and they're kind of rich. I think they're too rich for you, to be honest with you.
So I'm trying to find the camera angle on this bitch. All right, I want the world to see me. Sup, world. Thank you. No, I would say, yeah, I like this style. We've done the sours, and I've been out before trying. Actually, dude, what was that last sour that we did? That was like a I saw
the farmhouse.
What was it called?
The farmhouse ale, the saison.
No, the PB&J. Maybe that's the one I meant.
Okay, the gluten-free sour. This one, the PB&J mixtape. Yeah,
dude, I was at one of those convenience stores. Which ones have them?
Speedy Mart.
So I was at the Speedy Mart.
I was at the Speedy
Mart, and I saw it, and I was like, I should grab one. I was like, no, I'll grab one at the Speedy Mart down by the crib. So I go back to the house, like right there. I was like, I go in there. They didn't have one, so I grabbed a couple sours. I was like, maybe. And I was just not feeling them, man. I wish I could tell you what they were, but I don't want to. I didn't want to know because in case we did them on the show, I would be, these are gross. I'd like want to be surprised. But that PB&J one was good. And I think I would gravitate towards one of these stouts before I would gravitate towards just randomly picking up a sour. Yeah. I don't know if my scores reflect that. Because that PB&J one was legit.
You gave that other one a monster
Wow,
score.
that was fucking
Monster
good,
score.
dude.
That
Everybody
was really
everybody loves Uncrustables.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So, yeah, for me, man, this is a quintessential 4.25. This is like an on the nose.
Is this what kind of alcohol content?
It's pretty
Why do I feel it?
strong.
Could it be the shot?
9%. It's 9%.
All right. Well, we did a shot before. Maybe that's what I'm feeling.
We may or may not have accomplished a pre-show shot.
When I lean back, I'm out of camera. I gotta lean forward because now I'm thinking, dude, I don't really want to do my time killer vein filler later because it requires me some reading, and I'm like, sounds like work at the moment.
Dude,
we'll do it. We'll do it.
It's fine. It's fine. No, it's good. So, yeah, a solid 4.25. I need to check this beer in. Jason with the 4.01, me with the 4.25.
Fuck, you won. That's why I wanted you to go first.
Yeah, dude.
I would have went with
4.26.
4.26.
Son of a bitch, dude. I got to use my thing, so I got to tell you that you didn't notice my gruesome bandage. I sliced some of my thumb off, so I'm missing just some of my thumb.
Oh, no, dude. I noticed. I just didn't care.
I feel that's fair. I understand. I just want to... It's taking me longer to do things like check in this beer that I normally would do so secretively.
How'd you cut your thumb off?
Let's not talk about the whys. I mean, details. It's always.
What were you cooking? You must have been cooking.
There's lessons in life about paying attention and not letting your kids stress you out and stay focused up on what you're doing and don't.
What were you cutting?
Don't worry about it, dude.
Were you
Whatever you're
were
gonna
you making
eat
that jerky?
next
Do you have
is
any more of
gonna
that fucking jerky?
No, I was making some homemade pickles. So I'm making
Out of cucumbers?
I'm making Nashville fried hot dogs tomorrow.
Why are we not rating this shit?
so I'm taking a hot dog and I'm gonna batter it like a fried chicken flour and egg mix, and then I'm gonna deep fry it till it's like golden brown on the outside, and then I paint it in like a cayenne Nashville hot sauce. And Fallon made fresh coleslaw, like this vinegary coleslaw, and then I made fresh homemade pickles.
All right, dude.
Oh, and it's just a hot dog, bro. But it's gonna slap. It's gonna like hurt. It's
So
gonna be
here's
good.
my pivot for our show, Matt.
Okay. No, I'm not cooking every episode.
Yeah, no, but like we should literally stream that shit live and cook it and host a show while you're cooking, and we can do all the same stuff, just all while you're cooking.
Just to run the same. You just have to we'll just run the rig, get wireless setups here. And you
I'll
just
sing
walk
the
around
shit.
Kitchen. Do you like that guy that walks around the microphone, the auto tune on?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Dude, did you see that Netflix on? Oh shit, what's his name? The one that who's a rapper that they say killed music. Oh my god, I picture him right now, dude. Who's the auto tune guy? Come on, I just saw the Netflix thing on him, like super famous.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, why can't I think of his name? I just drew a blank.
Yeah, dude, the guy, he's a Twitch streamer.
It wasn't Akon, was it?
No, dude, it was
Ask your phone real quick.
Tell them about the ooh. We in the Cadillac flowing like the ocean. Suddenly everything was moving in slow motion. So no, dude, like, God damn it! Why do we, dude? I'm so mad. I can't believe how like boring this is for people in this recording. I should delete this part, but I am just so fucking hate when I can't remember someone's name. I had to watch him perform.
At home
the
yelling.
guy you met today, I had to go to like an event that guy was like doing a private event. He was singing and doing all of his hits.
Are you serious?
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. It's the same guy, bro. I'm telling you.
DJ Khaled?
No, dude.
No, but
before that.
Yeah,
oh my god. Oh, I'm so mad right now, and I don't want to look it up, dude. I don't care. I'm not moving on until we fucking figure this out.
Oh, this is how the hell did I forget? Well, some people blame Cher for killing it with the auto-tune.
Oh my god.
But no one liked her enough for it to kill anything.
What is it? Tell me. I'm fucking waiting.
T-Pain. Yes, my man.
Thank you. That was it. That was T-Pain.
I actually watched it. I actually watched the fucking documentary, dude. I felt bad for this dude. He was like, I didn't mean to kill music. Like, dude, I felt so bad for the guy because he was like, just, whatever.
He was just having fun, dude. And he was like, dude, if you ever watch like his Twitch streams, he is just like full on the best vibes. And he's such a positive dude. And that private show that he did at that club that I went to with like the people, all like the high end people, and the Knights players were serving at all the food stations that night. So, which side note, they're not that tall. All their heights are light. It's like when they're on skates, that's their height. I'm telling you, they like give
dude. They say about every basketball player,
height.
like, oh, he's 6'11". You're like, dude, he's like 6'8". You don't have to lie. He's
dude,
big.
Exactly, dude. And like, I was waiting. Okay, sorry, that's not the point. But I was so like brazen and nervous to meet all these like Knights players who were like huge.
Margisto was like,
and then
5'7".
right, and then like
dude, he's like
the tallest guy on the team was like, I was like, dude, you're 6'4", you know, like you're not, you know what I mean? Like,
is there any of them taller than you?
Dude, like the tallest guy was Hayden, right? Like Haig. But like Nick Haig, but like even him, I felt like I was like he was maybe an inch, maybe or like equal or like an inch or so taller, but not like he's like listed at 6'7" or 6'8" or something, and I was just like, he's gonna be a monster.
What are you 6'5"?
Like yeah, like a little over 6'4". You know, yeah, like it's so petty, but who cares? Like a little over 6'4". Like yeah, like.
It's not petty.
Yeah, but anyway,
I'm 5'10" and a half.
Right.
Somebody says I'm 5'10", I go 5'10" and a half.
Again, like
bitch.
okay, like I don't want a whole lot, like half, a third, half, 2/3, somewhere in that range.
I always wanted to be 6 foot tall, at least, and it didn't happen.
Dude, but like,
but you know what? I came up an inch and a half short. But you know what? I'll take it because I'm super handsome.
Yeah, man, exactly. And you're super in shape and svelte looking, and
moisturized. So
don't look your age. You've got 3 gray hairs that you are tracking rigorously, dude. Like
2.
You know, You said 3 was the one in the.
I plucked it.
Okay, you plucked it, but it's still gonna come out. Okay, whatever. This is the worst show we've ever done. We haven't caught up in so long that it just feels like me and you are just hanging out.
Right.
And
Well,
I
this
keep
is
forgetting we're recording also because there's one camera and it's a shit show.
Dude,
But
can I just tell you though?
go
No,
ahead.
this is a dead fucking serious thing. I think one of our episodes is you cook and we record it and we taste test it. Like I think that would be fucking awesome.
We'll see, man. I don't know. What I'd make for you at this point. So.
Dude, you know where I went and had some really good, you know, like Lazy Dogs where we get the beers a lot?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's Lulu's favorite place to go. You know what I don't like about that place? I'm just going to share a dislike.
Sure, fire away.
Not enough healthy options.
Yeah,
But the unhealthy options are outstanding.
right. No, like healthy wise, there's like that small section. You know what I mean? And it's just
Bro.
very.
And
But I will say their ahi like tuna salad and like their ahi tuna bowl is like really
They're-
pretty solid.
Peanut butter and jelly fucking burger is outstanding.
I've never had that.
Dude,
I like their Nashville hot cauliflower. That's a weird thing to like. From
Dude, no, they talked me into one day getting the peanut butter and jelly burger. And I was like, dude, no, I already had some stuff. I can't eat all that shit. And they're like, dude, they convinced me into doing it. They said, listen, you can fast tomorrow. You can run extra tomorrow. Just go get it. I was like, I got it. And I'm like, that was a mistake. Because it was so good. I want to get it every time I go.
Dude, did you know you can do that at Shake Shack?
What?
Not a jelly, but there's a secret peanut butter sauce. So you just get like, you can put it on a normal one, or you just get it like plain with just peanut butter sauce, and it's fire. But let me tell you this. This sounds disgusting, and I cannot believe I'm saying this online. Maybe I've never said this, but this is going to sound wild. But when we were growing up, my mom's mom would make this bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich, and it was just like a straightforward. She'd get like iceberg lettuce and like dry it out and get like crispy, like crunchy lettuce, get like perfect bacon, like makeup bacon, slice the tomatoes pretty thin and everything. And on one side of the toast would be a light layer of mayo, and on the other side of toast was a light layer of peanut butter. So it's a bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich with just like this peanut butter. And she would just make these things. They were called bacon, lettuce, tomato, peanut butter sandwiches. It was I don't know if it's just the most Midwest, like she was just trying to whatever. But when you've had like all that stuff together and that peanut butter just adds like this weird creaminess or sweetness to it, it's just kind of like, well, hot diggity dang, it kind of worked. But like the first like 4 times she ate it, I was like, disgusting, I'll never eat that. It was like making me gag. And then I finally tried it, and then I was like, holy. And then now I'm older in life, and like, you know, now that sounds like you said, you were like, that doesn't sound terrible. But you can't be like heavy on the mayo, you can't be heavy on the peanut butter. But it was just like a light little layer of it on each side with the BLT.
Dude,
salty.
That sounds outstanding. It makes
good.
me want to try it.
Weird.
So that makes me think of 2 things. One is you said one side had peanut butter sauce and one side had like the mayo. Do you know what the you know how long it took me in my life to realize what the fucking bagel button on a toaster did?
What does it do?
It only toasts one fucking side.
What the fuck?
It only toasts the one side. It doesn't toast the back side.
That's what the bagel said?
That's what the bagel button fucking does. Isn't that crazy?
I like toasting both sides of my bagel.
What doesn't? There's no point on the backside. You only
You're
want to taste the
right.
front
No,
side.
it like makes sense. I'm kind of like shook up right now.
I know more about food than you. It's crazy.
Chef Jason. But you know what's funny? I can't tell you the last time I had a bagel because I don't eat breakfast anymore. And like bagels are such a breakfast food.
I love bagels. I love carbs.
I put my bagels in the air fryer when I made them for the last few years.
That's interesting.
Anyway, there's a toasting setting. Anyway, dude. Oh my god, dude! I want to make you my bagel sandwich now.
I'm down for that. Put peanut butter on that bitch.
No, dude. But it will have cream cheese and like a Thai pineapple hot sauce.
Just regular cream? No
bacon,
special
and
schmear?
an over easy egg and just regular
Oh,
schmear.
I love over easy eggs.
But over easy
Bacon.
egg with the Thai.
Oh.
When you mix the cream cheese with the Thai pineapple salsa or the Thai pineapple like hot sauce, like oh my fucking
Dude,
bro.
that sounds outstanding. So that brings me back to exactly what I was
All
going
right,
to say.
yeah,
You said
dude, let's
bacon.
stop talking. This
my
is the worst
point,
episode ever.
my point to that is like you go to Lazy Dogs and you get the fucking bacon candy.
Damn, I love that. Is actually a must order for the family too. The kids, even
Dude,
have
the
a bite.
fucking bacon candy.
It's like a little.
Get outta
I like
here,
it. I
dude.
make that at home. Oh,
Can I tell you where to go to get like even better than bacon candy?
Where?
There's a fucking joint at the Uncommons called. The fuck is the restaurant across from that Mexican joint? Like right as you pull in, like say you're getting off Durango.
Is it like that sports bar place? Like
no, it's on the right. It's called. I have to go back to my calendar and look.
Not like the Italian like sandwich shops.
No. It's a fine dining joint.
Oh, Amari?
No. It's literally across from that Mexican restaurant, which is outstanding.
Amari?
No. Rare. What did you say? Rare Society. That one, dude. Get their fucking bacon.
Bro,
have you been there?
We're going there for like our anniversary or birthday or something. Yeah.
Dude, they
We're
got
going
these.
soon, yeah.
They got these fucking thick slices of bacon, like quarter-inch thick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Ooh,
well, Echo and Rig had some like solid, like thicker smoked bacon as well.
Rig a long time.
But like this place, everyone tells me is like Echo and Rig on steroids, kind of that local neighborhood steakhouse, but just doing everything.
Bro, they fucking crush it.
No, I'm gonna go drop. I'm gonna go drop 5 racks on that thing. I'm gonna go fucking go.
Dude, get the bacon. It's outstanding. Can I tell you one of the things, underrated things that I liked about Echo and Rig?
What?
They have the black napkins.
What?
They have the black napkins.
You like that?
Dude, because the last thing you want to do is have black pants on and then give you the white motherfucking napkins. And then you got fucking white lint all over your black pants. They will give you the black napkin.
I think you all remember that if you have a black pant on, you get a black napkin. I think I've seen that. So, okay. Well, this is all very fascinating. And actually, again, this is like the worst episode.
Do we even need to do a time killer, vein filler?
I kind of like, do you have something? You don't feel very confident or good about it, it seems.
No, because now it requires a lot of reading. I will tell you what it is, and we can save it for next time. Because we've killed a lot of time talking about some dumb shit.
Yeah, we did kill a lot of time. So.
Basically, I had a scenario of like how you would escape a particular, I won't tell you all the details, but a heist that had recently happened. And it was just the layout of the heist. What they think they did with all the crown jewels and all the fucking things. And it was a thing, and I was going to ask you, how would you get out of this? Which one do you think is the most likely compared to what the Popos think?
Dude, I want to do that now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit distracted because I don't know. I want you
The
to
Texans
look at
are running up the fucking
that's
score.
That's like
AK, I'm sorry.
There was like a fumble recovered for a touchdown, and then that was a pick six with like no time. Basically sending Aaron Rodgers into retirement and the Steelers fans to the stands. I mean, that to their cars.
Go Bears.
All right. Anyway, sorry. That was a big moment.
Go Bears.
That was depressing.
Go Bears.
The Texans are scary. I do not want to play that team right now.
Dude, their defense is fucking legit.
Anyway, all right, guys. Dude, I got like absolutely enamored. Okay, we've got to.
Do you want to move on, or do we want to do this one?
No, I do want to save this. Like, save it.
It's
but
saved.
like practice it with somebody or whatever.
No, I've got it.
But
I just can't read it at the moment.
The reason is I want to put this out there because I feel like, again, I've always taken very safe choices in my life, but like in other circumstances, I feel like I would have been the best detective would be the job that I have like the most natural inclination to be good at. Reading people, reading the room, reading the situation, sniffing out the truth, putting theories together in my head. I would love to play it. Now, if I suck, I want you to rub it in my face. I said this. I want you to shit all over me.
I don't have a problem shitting on people. It's weird.
Please.
Oh, you didn't mean literally. Sorry. So, what? Anyways. No, man. You want to know one of my favorite things? Is like I follow that dude Chase Hughes online. He used to be like profiler for the military or some shit like that. And he gives you all these fucking insights. And I follow this other guy that used to be a hostage negotiator. And the way that you can read people and basically like one, I don't want to get into things, but basically what you know he says is so fucking accurate on things. Like, and how you can read people and understanding the base. Like, dude, the idea of reading people is so interesting, and he's so good at telling you what's like bullshit and what's not.
Interesting.
And you follow him, and he won't tell you what like even in political situations, he won't tell you what side he agrees with or what. But one of the things he said is like, if it's a fear-based thing, you have to be careful. If they're using fear, you have to be careful what the agenda is. And he goes, you got one side that's showing you all this fucking the craziness on one side, and you got the other side saying, oh, here's the craziest on the other side. And he goes, we all kind of fall in the middle, but he's like, the division is what's creating like the what do they call it? Like you create some division amongst people, kind of as a distraction while other things are happening. And just listening to this guy and how he reads people and how he studied cult leaders is one of the most fascinating fucking things, dude. Like so being a detective and trying to figure out who's telling the truth, who's not.
That's fun.
And little fucking tricks like, dude, more people are likely to correct you than tell you the truth. So if you want to get a truth out of somebody, this is a random thing. It's like you say something incorrect that you think
I've said this on this show.
Dude, it's fucking
easier to hear the wrong thing and for me to say, no, that's not right, versus for someone to say right or wrong and make me think about it as a blank slate. It's like harder to choose. But if I hear the thing that's wrong, I can tell, oh, that's wrong instantly.
Right.
But if someone's like, what would you do? I'd be like, I short circuit,
Right. Or if you want to spot a liar, compare their blink rate prior to when they're telling the truth to prior after. That gives you an idea of stress level, gives you an indication.
Right.
Or you want to catch a liar. If you keep asking questions about, they start to get heated over and get defensive. Oh, I thought you said this. I thought you ask them questions. Or here's one thing, folks at home. If you're ever like accused of a murder, I think I might have said this on the show before too. Don't have an alibi. Because most people say, hey, where were you on February 2nd, 2024? But I don't fucking know. What day of the week was that? The Friday? I go, what are you doing? I fuck if I know. I probably went to work. I did this and this. But if all of a sudden you say, hey, what were you doing February 2nd, 2024, you're like, dude, I remember that day. I went to the mall, and you have all these fucking things. They're going to be like, all right, that's suspicious.
Interesting, yeah.
These are the fucking, but my point is that's the shit that's interesting. So you could be Detective Matt.
No, we will do that. I think we can.
Can I be Inspector Gadget? I love gadgets.
Dude, I used to do a wicked good, what was his name? I'll get you next time. Gadget.
The one with the cat? Gargamel?
No, it wasn't
What was Gargamel? Was that the Smurfs?
Oh, man, dude. I used to like...
Dr. Skull?
I used to do that voice when I was a kid. I used to be like so proud of that. I used to whip that out at like parties. Like I used to be like, yeah, do that. They'd be like, how do you do that? Like... Oh, anyway, Inspector Gadget. All right, anyway.
Penny?
That was fucking shows fucking slaps,
go Gadget fucking shit and things would come out of him. It's awesome.
Do you know what my favorite part was that he would do? He would go Gadget main discussion. Mm-hmm. It's time for that main discussion where, just like today's beer, our emotions are bottled and canned. All right, my friend. The main discussion.
Matt.
What's up, buddy?
Are they bottled or are they canned, these emotions?
Ooh, a little bit of both, my friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Name of the beer again. What We Don't See. And I thought of this one, and what's interesting is usually how the show works is I've kind of concocted and built enough like stuff.
Concocted?
I've written down.
No, I like concocted.
I've concocted some things.
You seem like a guy that would love concocted.
I like concocted. I concocted a list of like ideas of what, like how that beer frames the main discussion for us to, again, generally follow the format of the show, which is like life discussion, like advice, blah, blah, blah. But today, you seemed rather eager when you saw the name of the beer. And so I would ask that before we get to what I had planned for once, I would like for you to lead off the show with what it meant to you when you heard it and why you sparked that excitement.
I don't fucking remember.
You don't remember? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
We were sitting here and you were like, what we don't see. Oh my God, I got something for the show for that. You were so excited. You were like...
Magicians?
You really don't have anything? You did forget?
No, it didn't. No, it brought something to mind.
Okay, God, dude, you got me. I was so sweaty right there. Like, what? Are you?
Well, now I'm curious about where you were going with it.
Well, my shit's written right there on the screen. Like, we can get to what I had.
Bro, first of all, one, I don't pay attention to detail, and two, I don't fucking read. So how would that help me?
That's true. I'm just saying, but my thoughts are there. But I would like to hear what it sparked in you, and then we'll see if it connects to anything.
So I saw this guy do this analogy, okay, and he took a fucking deck of cards and he said, "Pick a card, any motherfucking card." And his motherfucker on the other side said, "Okay, I'll take one." Took one. He said, "Put it in the deck." The guy put it back in the deck, and he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna tap this card, and when I tap the deck of cards." When I tap the deck of cards, is that better?
Don't be.
Is that bad?
Please, that hurts people's ears.
Did it really?
It will.
That's your fault.
So again, just like
I'm not taking the blame
about
for that.
1 inch from your mouth. So.
I have a lot to say about that. I'm going to leave it alone.
There you go. You watch your signal.
Okay.
Nice
all right.
there.
All right.
Well,
here's
you wanted
the-
about a half inch.
Okay.
You wanted about an inch. Oh, you're too loud. So okay.
All right. So, dude says, when I tap this deck of cards, your card is going to flip the bitch over, and it's going to be the only one facing the other way. So the guy does this whole trick, right? And sure enough, he goes through, he opens up the deck of card, and there's one card upside down in the deck, and it was the guy who picked the card. And he goes, "I'm going to show you the trick." He said, "All right, cool." So he puts the deck of cards down, and he goes, "What do you see?" And he goes, "Well, I see a deck of cards face down." "Do you really?" The guy goes, "Yeah, that's what I see." So, "You sure?" He goes, "Yeah, there's a deck of cards face down. I can see it." So he removes the top card. All the cards are faced the other way. So what happened was, when he showed the guy the cards, there's one card faced the wrong way. So he had the deck of cards upside down. The guy slid it back in. He flipped it over. Now his card was the only one that was upside down, right? So basically he goes, "So it's what you don't see." He goes, "You're making your assumptions on all of these things. It's creating your anxiety, creating your depression from one piece of information, and your brain has lied to you. There's 51 other lies. Your brain had made these assumptions, said they were all facing the other way, and they weren't. And now you came to this conclusion about all of these things, and it was a lie because it's what you don't see. You just saw the top card, and you just lied all the way through." I go, oh my God, how often in our lives do we lie to ourselves? "Oh my God, somebody made that comment to me. I'm so offended. They must not like me." Blah, 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 blah. And you think all night, and you're thinking about all those things. I had this conversation with a guy working out. Didn't mean to leave him up all night, but it was a roller coaster for this guy. But anyways, all the assumptions he made, his brain and his thoughts got away from him. All because he saw one thing and didn't know the rest of it. And I think about how often that applies to everything going on in the world today. On every single level of your life, we are making assumptions and seeing things based on one piece of information and not on everything that we don't see. That's why that hit home.
And that was episode number 30. No, I think that's a really strong and poignant way to look at it. It's, again, I don't think there's much through line or threading to what I was looking at. I think
Were you going to go more
I
fun
was
with
attaching it to a lot more of a microscopic or almost silly level, I think, compared to what you did. Not silly necessarily, but compared to what you said. But I think what you said is everything is what you don't see. And I think true curiosity and truly seeking out what truth is trying to listen to what you don't see. But I think it's weird. I think in this day and age, where we live, it takes a profound amount of effort in order to see what you don't see. Does that make sense? Because of algorithms and platforms and social medias, you get to hear what you want. If you want to think Bigfoot's real, you'll find those answers through the algorithm. You'll find people who agree with you and want Bigfoot to be real also. So I just feel in our society, it's harder than ever to see what you don't see, because what you see is what you want to make your dopamine levels rise, or to make your satisfaction rise, or make your heart rate rise, or whatever you're fucking getting into.
Satisfaction. Is that another Aerosmith song?
I can't sing, dude.
Is that Aerosmith?
I don't fucking like classic rock at all.
Dude, no.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
No, bro.
The hair metal band name.
What is the other? What's the fucking other guy that looks just like the guy from Aerosmith, but maybe even older?
Aerosmith
No,
Senior.
come
I don't
on,
fucking know.
The dude from the Rolling Stones. That
Okay, the Rolling Stones is that, I think, yeah.
Don't
So.
those guys look the fucking
I
same?
can't get the Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger
There we
and
go.
are they the same guy? They look the same.
Honestly, their mouths have like, why do the mouths have like,
I think
the
they're
folds are weird. Like, why do they have extra
They might
lines?
not be like real people. They might be like
puppet people.
yeah.
No,
No,
I have an absurdly large mouth. Do I have Steven Tyler mouth?
you have a fucking weird face. I don't really know. Yes. Answer your question. Yes.
What?
I like your face. It's nice.
All right. Anyway, so moving on to the show.
Yeah. So back to the deep topic. I agree with you, Matt. It's all about what we don't see. But have you seen the movie The Social Dilemma, the Netflix documentary from back in the day? I think I watched it during the.
Couldn't hear you over my face.
Your face is loud.
What's up? No, it's like that's like the sequel to The Social Network.
No.
Yeah.
The Social Network was a movie about.
Oh, there's like a sequel to that movie coming out though.
No, The Social Dilemma. Maybe I got it wrong. It's a
like a
documentary on like how
documentary,
algorithms work.
Yeah.
Pardon me for 1 second. Talk.
Okay, but yeah, I feel like yes, I have not seen that, but I think there's been a handful of those documentaries over the years that basically have explained that like the same thing I think you're alluding to, or just I'm assuming whatever, like the social dilemma, thing hinted at. But again, there's just the algorithm themselves are designed to make you angry, make you happy all at the same time. They're there to addict you, and you will get whatever you want, and whatever you show an interest in, whether it's your eyeballs or your fingers, it will give you more of.
Can you change this to a
That's
4.02?
never really been done. We don't really do backseas, but I will do it for you.
Thanks.
Mainly because you're just a G. So, and it's pretty strong, and it's late in the night, and I'm tired. And
Should we? Can we want to split one of those? The other ones I brought.
Yeah, dude. You just go ahead. So anyway,
Let me-
final thoughts on this topic before I switch anything up. God, mine's nothing.
Oh, are we done with the show?
Oh no, I was gonna add my thoughts. So.
Oh, what do you mean you were gonna add your thoughts? I thought you. I'm confused.
No, I'll tell you what I had planned. I just
I
was
thought you
like,
just
I was
did.
just trying to kill 15 seconds while I was pulling the beer out, like I covered for you, you son of a bitch.
Did I not cover?
No, you just asked me questions that I had to answer the whole time.
Oh, yeah. So
anyway.
let's go with your thoughts. Was mine too deep?
No, it was great. It was
So
better.
deep?
It was better, dude. It was
Put
great.
her butt to
I
sleep. That was
enjoyed
Ice
it.
Cube.
No, I really did like it. I did like it. I didn't know, what is it? Ice Cube?
So deep. Put her ass.
No,
That's the Ice Cube song.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
You're not a hip hop guy.
We've had this. So you can watch. We can look at the evidence, folks.
You know what I've been. You want before
I'm
we go
not.
into
I'm
your
not a hip-hop
topics.
guy.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go to You use Spotify? What do you use?
I have access to every song of all time. But
Okay.
yes.
But where do you create your playlist?
YouTube Music.
Okay, go to YouTube Music. Create like a Texas rap with some Mexican OT and some Big X the Plug. It'll throw some little country in there. It's a good mix of shit.
I hate country music.
Yeah, but this is rap.
Okay.
They just rap sometimes with. I don't like country music at all until they rap with them, dude. It's good. Check it out. Anyways,
Okay.
share with the crowd, our millions and millions of fans, what you meant by what you don't see.
Oh God. Okay.
Where were we going with that?
I thought of it as a different way, kind of through the lens of like childhood, maybe through the lens of growing up as well. So kind of again through that like
Back
journey.
in the day when I was young
But
and not a
like-
kid anymore.
But like
That was a rap song.
as you grow up, God damn it, dude. As you grow up, like what are the things you don't see? So it's like whether it be like the hard work or the God damn it, dude, you're throwing me off today.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
I can't even, dude. I can't even. Oh, I'm gonna pull a full. I can't even. Hard work or dedication of loved ones, or what's the opposite? Like the lack of hard work. Like I don't think you always see that as a kid. I think you get older and you look back and you're like, Uncle Jerry was a piece of shit. But like when you're at a certain age, like you don't see it. You're just like, that's Uncle Jerry.
Dude, you think all adults are
I
like
know.
at least
So
a
again-
baseline of like,
Right.
yeah, I get it.
But like again, so it's like, and then as you grow older, like whether you are creating your own family? Are you stepping into a family, or even dealing with like adult relationships and adult friendships? Like, what are things that you hide from others because of that trauma? And then finally, like, more of a fun topic is like, what are things you hide from coworkers? What we don't like,
Dude,
what we don't see about other people we work with every day.
Are you
Like,
going?
That's all. So
You gonna go?
no, I don't know. Like, those are just the things I was kind of mulling around. But
Okay, but those when you brought those up, you had ideas.
sure.
What was the first one?
Again, let's start. Let's do the first bullet. Like, the hard work or dedication of loved ones that you don't see, you never saw it, you don't see it, and the opposite. Like, they were pieces of shit. They were lazy. Like, even maybe not even about work. Work is not like labor. Work is not a job. But like, I had 2 grandparents, and like, this is like, okay, whatever. I'm going at this point because like the booze is running through my veins. Are you gonna pour or not? You fuck.
Oh, booze. Yeah, let's do it.
But like, I think I've talked about this on the show. Is like, I have one like set of grandparents, and like, she was the most incredible mom figure on that side of the family. And then like,
What'd you call her?
Grandmother. And then my granddad.
You're that formal, grandmother.
Seriously, grandmother. Like, she's.
You can be like, grandma.
Her birthday's today, by the way. Shout out to
Happy birthday, grandmother.
Yeah, chill, bro. Keep her.
No,
fucking
I love
in
it,
there, bro.
dude.
You
My
know,
grandparents had a big hand in raising me. I love grandparents.
She's 94.
Good for, really?
Yeah, she still walks around and like
Kicking it.
kicks it and like good attitude, good spirits.
I fucking love that. Dude.
Chilling, bro. I pick her up at the airport tomorrow at noon. So seriously, I'm dead ass. All right. Anyway,
What's your favorite thing about grandmother?
She got me to the front page of Reddit. No, I mean, she really did, but that's not the reason. Like, I got to the front page of Reddit with a picture of her doing the splits on her 80th birthday back in 2012. So,
Oh, dude, I want to be like that when I'm old.
yeah, dude. So she's great, but no, like, so she was like the best and like craft projects and everything. So she like her hard work and dedication. I saw that as a kid. I saw it. I didn't have to be told it or see. I had to grow up. You felt her love, her affection, her hard work. She'd put together projects and crafts and buy all the right toys. Didn't have a ton of money, but spent the money wisely to make sure the kids had like what they needed to like facilitate fun. She bought not every Disney movie, every Disney sing along, so everyone could put
In the puffy
sing-alongs
boxes
in, and there was a VCR and a TV on the right, and I'm sorry, Lulu, and then there was a TV on the left with the Super Nintendo that was bought, and she they bought that stuff because there were so many grandkids running around, and they needed 2 TVs.
I like the puffy boxes that they had with those movies.
I got 2 TVs in the living room to this day,
Dude,
probably
they were
because this was imprinted on my brain. It's like, look how convenient this is. We could put sing-alongs on this TV and play NHL 94. What the fuck are we doing, bro? All right, anyway, that's not the point. Sorry.
More than the point.
She was the best. And then like that granddad side of it, he couldn't give a shit less. He barely even talked to us. You know, like, he didn't put the work in, but he had like the job, the career. He built like, you know, the family foundation so that she could do all those things and afford to like buy that stuff or like go to like Costco and Sam's Club every day and buy all the shit or whatever. So, you know, it's like you don't see his hard work. You don't appreciate him as like you're a kid because you're like, God, this guy's an asshole. He doesn't talk to us. He doesn't even know my name barely. He always naps. Like he's always grumpy. He like eats dinner and he leaves. But like you get older, and what you don't see is again all the work he put in to have like all these things.
You don't see the stress that he
Right.
has to provide for the family because, like we talked about before, about the king, with the king of the castle
Heavy
or
as the
whatever,
head.
heavy as that wears a crown. It's not about bow down and kiss the fucking ring.
Yeah.
It's about what do I got to do to make my family feel safe,
Right.
secure.
And he did that part, and so it's like I'm gotta.
But
do
you don't
something
know
now.
the stress that goes on behind the scenes, right? You're
Right.
just like, they don't need to worry about this shit. That's the work that you don't see, right?
Yeah,
Like that's what you're
I'm
saying.
But I didn't appreciate that. Again, like he was still an asshole, and he still could have done a lot better. But he didn't need to be that cold and callous. But like you still grow to appreciate all the rest of it around it,
Dude.
And then I will say the other family, real quick. Sorry, I don't want to, but it's just like
That was me cutting you off. You don't have to
no,
apologize.
you're good. No, you're okay. But it's like, and then it was like the other side of the family. It was just like you didn't see either of it. I don't think I knew how much my mom's dad worked himself to the bone, 60-hour weeks, like not only driving the trucks, but like hauling the load off. This is before like forklifts and all this stuff. Like you just carried your load on dollies and you just worked hard all day and blue collar. And then, grandma, who she was always like, we called her Mamaw because again, this is Midwest. So, Mamaw is what we would call her. But like to us, that's so normal. But I say it out loud. People are like, what the fuck? But it was Papa and Mamaw was one side.
I like that.
And then grandmother and granddaddy on the other, granddad, whatever. But it was wild. But like she was like, you didn't see like all the work she put in. She was so consistent. She was never high. She was never low. She didn't do all the projects and all the extra stuff. She actually smoked when we were really young and then quit smoking.
Is that why she wasn't high?
No. I meant like
emotionally high and low.
No, exactly. There was no emotion. She was so consistent. She just would always show up, and she was never like super fun or not fun. She just liked her true crime shows, and we would just watch TV with grandma. But she was like consistent, and I think that was still work for us to be there and for us to cook for us and clean for us and like get us ready for bed and like just never was like. We were never a burden to her, but we were never like, you didn't see that. And then again, you didn't see how like, again, my papa, like my mom's dad, like worked his ass to the bone and then came home and played basketball with us or did sledding with us and did all the activity stuff and just never complained. Like, well, again, like that means get the kids all dressed up and all in the skivvies and all the shit and the gloves and the hats and then get all the sleds out from the storage room and like go out to the back hill and like sled and then take them back up. And dude, that's walking up and that's hills, bro. You ran hills for football, right? I mean, but I think again, like some of those things you see and then some of those things you don't see until you're older. That's the whole point. But I think of it through the lens of my grandparents and appreciating, like I wouldn't be here without either of them.
So that reminds me of one thing because my grandparents did a lot of work behind the scenes. My mom actually did a lot of work behind the scenes after she divorced my dad, right? She left. And I remember being little until like third grade, my mom worked 2 jobs. So she wasn't around as much until like she took the time on the weekends to make sure she did stuff with us and take care of us. But in the beginning is like, she was working 2 jobs. So because she had to provide because my dad wasn't around and my dad didn't pay child support. So what's she going to do? She got to work, right? But I didn't always recognize or appreciate the work my mom did. And that was something that, like, I should probably tell her I appreciate more because you don't know. Like, she worked 2 jobs and then found the time because we were staying at my grandparents at the time, right? Like, and then found the time to make sure she was there for her kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, That's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure when you have to work during the day and at night and take care. Thank God my grandparents were there during the day to help take care of us when we were young and make sure we went to school after my mom dropped us off or whatever. They picked up the pieces. But my mom did and my mom still does a lot of work behind the scenes. Like her number one thing in the world is her family. That's bar none number one. But one of the things...
She's our number one listener.
Yes, she does. She has a lot of things to say. But the other thing too is my uncle, my great uncle, my grandmother's brother sent a message the other day and just said, there's a lot of things going on in the world today. There's a lot of chaos, right? A lot of craziness, and we don't want to get into politics because that's not our thing, right?
Please no.
But all he said was, hey, listen, like he sent this email, love you guys, hope everybody's well, get through he said something about the winter, wish everybody health through the winter months, right? And he's my grandmother's brother, so he's in his, I think he just turned 91. But he was like, he sent a picture of what it was like after World War II when they were in Europe and they were getting chased. Like, and he just said, we all have it good today. And we should, like, basically his point was we should appreciate it, sent this picture because basically all the shit going on today is chaotic. And he's showing like the family lost everything back then, right? My grandfather, when he got to America, it was like, you get a job, like they wanted peace and they wanted security, work 2 jobs, work 3 jobs. My mom took that on. We were always just people that were working to make sure we provide, right? And not share that burden with people. So you don't always know what's going on behind the scenes, right? And it's crazy to think that like we all get accustomed to some of the things that we're used to, right? And you don't realize like it wasn't really that long ago that people didn't have shit. And there's places today that people don't have anything, and you don't always see the work that goes on behind the scenes. I mean, my stepdad's 80 some shit. I don't know. He's old. and he works every day so my mom can go on vacations and travel to see my nephew and do all the things that they want to do. And you don't see that because as a kid, you're raised and you're like, this is just the expectation, but you don't see how hard they fucking work to provide to make sure you have it better than they had it. You know, we all need to appreciate our parents more. We all need to appreciate our grandparents more, the ones that they don't talk about the sacrifices. They just fucking do it. You know what I mean? And that is something to emulate.
Good. I mean, again, that's kind of like so. It's like again, I know mine seemed lighter weight, but I think again they kind of cross into the both kind of territory, right? Of like, you know, what we don't see, and there's deeper meanings, I think, and like whether you mean to or not, I think it's like something you need to figure out a way to peek over and look for things you don't see, and you're not always going to find them. There's things that are meant to be hidden and things that are meant to be seen, but I think that curiosity is like a critical part of like figuring out your way through life.
What was number two?
No, I think those are both connected.
What was it? What was the second one?
It's kind of just like, what do you hide from family? There's kind of the same tendril. But here, let me give you this, because I have hiccups. What are things that, let's just end on a lighter topic for a few minutes and then we'll close up. But things you hide from coworkers. And I'll give you an example of one that just happened to me that really bothered me. And it's something I did at Cox too. Forgive me. I don't think it really matters at this point. At my former place of work. Yeah, I just something I did everywhere, and I just, like, it bothers me and my wife, and it hit me the other day, and it was like what we don't see, and it was like I traditionally wear either 2 earrings or I wear 1 earring. Like I like it, I'll just mix it up, right? Like my ears have been pierced since I was 16, 17 years old, you know what I mean? Like I did it like for fun. I gauged them up a little bit. I never got like above like a straw, like a 2 or something like that, or 4. I don't remember what that is. And now I just wear like small earrings. But when I go to work and I want to like, I wish that like, I always hide that. That's one thing I always hide. Like I never went to like work at our job together and wore like 1 earring, 2 earrings, anything. I would always hide that. If I went to work at this new place, I always said, I'm going to interview with earrings in or an earring in. I'm going to show up with earrings in or an earring in. Like I just kept saying I was going to do this and I didn't do it. And then truth be told is like, honestly, on a straight up accident, right? I go to Detroit at least 4 times a year, usually 6 to 7 for like my company's headquarters is there. So we kind of just like, I fly in there. I have the same pattern, but I always Uber from Detroit to the building. And I always I like to travel and be myself and be comfy like on the way out, especially when I'm leaving or whatever, or I'm going home. So I will take my earring out in the back of the Uber. It's like a tradition. Or if I have 2 in, I'll take my earrings out and I'll put them like in my pocket. I have like a little stash the spot. But it's like this habit, and you have like these patterns. They become what you do. And this last minute, they're like, hey, book a car, a big SUV, and take your teams out for a dinner. And I'm like, oh, sweet, no problem. But I broke my pattern. And I show up Monday night and I left my earring in, like my little hoop in, and I totally forgot it was in. And I run into like 2 people that are on my team and this entire pack of girls that are like the Mean Girls pack. And again, I'm sorry, this is really long-winded. And they see the earring and they're like, whoa, new year, new you, got your ear pierced? And I'm like, no, actually, like, this is who I am every other day, except for when you guys see me. There's, you know what I mean? Like I hide that part of me, for whatever reason, getting made fun of, like the masculine kind of like, you know, even though I'm a big like guy, it's just like that weird getting made fun of has always bothered me and things like that. So it's like, I do not want to get poked fun at by other guys. You know what I mean? So I was told them, I was like, yeah, I totally forgot I was wearing this. I meant to take this out. And they're like, why? Who fucking cares? It looks good, bro. Fucking be you. Why aren't you just you? That's stupid. And Fallon, my wife's always like, that is the dumbest thing. Just do it. Who the fuck cares? You know, like it is the weirdest thing. But I just thought, what are those things you hide from coworkers? Like, oh, I hide that I smoke weed, or I hide that I play video games, or I hide that, you know, I'm a whatever. But like, I don't know why I hide that part of me to people. It's weird, right?
It must be like a insecurity of some sort,
or try. And like my dad was toxic masculine, like military dad, and just like hated all that shit, hated the ears and tattoos and all that. So.
We're trying to fit ourselves in. We want to be individuals, but yet still sort of fit in. So there's a line of what you think people are going to judge you on, right?
Sure. Yeah.
We all wear masks, right? Like,
we've talked about that. Yeah.
What is that? Is that Travis Scott, Mask Off? That song?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I have somebody close to me that wore a mask their entire life. And I was debating with somebody close to him about what some of the things that impacted his current situation. And I was like, I have to believe wearing that mask. And once he came out with and took that mask off, and we were all like, yeah, cool, bro. We still love you. Doesn't change a fucking thing. It's like all of a sudden now the dude's like wants to be around other people. Like I was one of the people that he didn't take that mask off for, but I was always one of the few people that was always stay close to him. He took that mask off and he's like, oh man, I shouldn't have told you that. I was like, no, you shouldn't have, because now I'm going to fucking bust your balls all the goddamn time. You know?
Yeah.
But like he did it and took me to some places, took me some, you know, and he opened up that sort of life of his that was hidden to me. And I fucking thought it was awesome. And of course, you know, the person I am, it would be weird if I didn't bust his balls a little bit. You know what I mean? So I had to make, you know, but I felt so honored actually that he took that mask off for me and shared that part of his life for him. We went to the places that he goes to and we hung out with the people he hangs out with. I was like, that's cool. But like sometimes if you wear that mask too much, it has it's like this. If people don't want to accept you for who you are, then you're probably around the wrong people, right? The people who are going to judge first, you shouldn't give a shit, right? You should be more inquisitive. That person's different. Wonder why? Let's ask some questions. You know, let's not judge. Let's just, oh, cool. Good for you. I have so much admiration for people who take the mask off and just, are unapologetically them. It's impressive because I still battle. I was having a conversation with somebody today. I was like, look, I don't want to be that boss. It's like this kind of way. And I'm always worried about people liking me, but I was like, we do got to correct this. We got to get on top of it. And I just don't want to be annoying. So let me know if I'm annoying and really I shouldn't. I should just be like, this is what we need. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to apologize for being me. There are certain situations in my life that you are aware of that you probably know more than almost anyone. And of those situations, I don't share that shit at work.
Right.
And it's weird.
That's like the thing I was thinking about you too, and I wrote that question down.
Yeah, it's like I was
saying my things are mundane, like an earring or something like aesthetic or some fact about my life, but I don't have to hide like major areas about who I am or what's going on, where you have to wear a certain mask every day of normalcy. That I don't think people understand. Like again, I'm not.
Dude,
let's not get into it. But
no, but like,
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
but there are
people
don't know, but people don't know the ins and outs of my situation, and then they don't know like, hey, is everything okay? Yeah, I'm just having a bad day. Because you know there are times I go to those dark fucking places that I'm like, and I feel guilty about it. But there are times where I'm like, hey man, I just can't wait for the day I can just go to sleep. You know what I mean? And then there's other day I look forward to the day, and it's a battle, right? And I think it's a battle we all have, and trying to wear that mask or live up to what it is that we think people think we are, right? They only see that one card that's face down. They don't see all the other ones faced up, right?
Great connection. Right?
Yeah. So it's one of those things, but like and it's weird because I'm an open book for the most part, but there are certain things I'm just like, yeah, I don't want the fucking sympathy, because I'm that kind of person that's like, at some point, Matt, if I'm telling you I'm whining about my situation, I do need that person to tell me, dude, stop being a little fucking bitch and fucking get up and get your shit done.
But I think that's like rarefied air for someone to, one, be that vulnerable to share that type of stuff, and then two, be that receptive to that type of like blunt criticism of like, hey, you got to quit doing that. Like, people are not usually receptive to that, but you're a special person who can take both of those things pretty well. You can take, you know, the ability, you can take the brunt of hiding and kind of like taking on the burden of like just shoving a lot of that down. And you can take when someone says you're being a fuck stain and you go, huh, I'm being a fuck
Because
stain.
sometimes,
but you're rare, bro. There's not many people
I don't
can
know that.
handle both of those things, bro.
I don't know about that. I think we all do. Because I think
I can't handle being called a fuck stain. I can handle maybe the first part, but I can't handle.
well, there's nothing.
fuck stain
There's
part,
nothing that anybody can say to me that I haven't been worse on myself. I haven't said worse to
That's what I'm
myself.
saying. I think that's whatever it is, whatever your coping thing is. Like, yes, yeah,
You're
built different.
There are things, and like, we try to live up to, I don't know, whatever we think other people think, and we think that they spend as much time thinking about us as we do, but they're still wondering. They're in their shoes, wearing their mask, wondering what other people are going to think. And I just think that wearing those masks or hiding what we're hiding from the things that they don't see. I had a conversation with. That was a really broken thought there, but I had a conversation with somebody one time, and they were struggling. And I was like, "Listen, here's the deal, dude. You can't use what you're going through as an excuse because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes with everybody else that we work with. People's lives are fucking falling apart, and they're here and they don't talk about it. You and I know what's going on because we've talked about it. I'm here to tell you that it's disrespectful to think that you can't handle your own emotions or you can't handle this. So I have to tell you how I feel and where you're coming up short because we have to get through this one way or the other, right? And it's, bro, and people hide a lot of shit or we try to pretend to be something and no one knows what it's like unless they're behind the closed doors, living the life that you're living. And one of the things I would say to people is like, never fucking judge somebody unless you have a relatable situation. And even still, dude, it's not the same as yours. And you know what I'm saying? It's like,
no, dude,
we're hiding so much shit from people. And this one person was like, I think I shared too much with you. And I was like, and then continued to share. And I was like, you're still sharing too much. And he kind of laughed. I was like, yeah, you can't help it. I go, but you know what? Here's what I think. Be unapologetically you. And if people don't like it, then fuck them. They're not meant to be close to you. The end of story.
It was so funny. So I think like if you were talking to you're coaching people all the time in your career, in your life, if you're giving a junior employee, a tenured employee, like what you're all talking about is like great advice for all of us, right? Where you're able to reframe that into a positive, right? Like what you don't see is that everyone else is going through as much or more trauma that you're going through. Just pretend that. Even if it's not true, just assume that. And that makes everything you're doing a lot easier and you have a lot more respect for everyone around you and you're giving off a lot more respect to others. It's like, I think that's like, again, great advice. What's funny is when I thought about it was, I just wanted to shout out this person because like I don't do enough time. Like I will always have like a drink with them or make sure I respond to their text or be a part of my life. But a good influence in my life was AK from our life, someone that we know, right?
Smartest fucking chick I've ever known.
And
dude.
I first started working for AK. She hired me to kind of like, we're friends because of like, she took a flyer on me too. And I'm working for her for like 2 weeks. And I think every boss I have, you're always afraid of what you don't see, right? You're afraid of what is not in your purview. You're afraid of like, what the fuck? Like, how's this going to work? And with her, we were having this discussion about like a budget, like a total number. And there was just a total mincing of words. Like we were on the same page, but we were just saying different things. And she just was like finger on the whiteboard, tapping that shit hard, like barking. And it wasn't like abusive to the point where I've been abused verbally by the guy you met today and my own father and all those things. It didn't strike that chord, but it was like strong, honest, like that thing. And it was like, what I saw was like, oh, that is what I'm going to deal with if I'm not like buttoned up. But it was like, it was comforting to be like, I got that. Okay, cool. Okay, that's on me. Like, let me speak the right language here. But again, I bring that up to be like, there was this poignant moment of like, I no longer feared what I didn't see, right? You're always afraid of what you don't know or like what's in the dark or those type of things. But I was like, oh,
biggest fear.
I can handle that smoke. You know what I mean? It was like, it felt like smoke. It did not feel good to be hit by that bus, but I won't ever make that mistake again. You know what I mean? It was like a respect thing. And I always just was like, man, it made it easier for me to transition to like work for her, to know kind of what I was doing, where I think some bosses, like the other guy that was running that BB at the time, it was legends of the smoke. It was legends of what you didn't, like behind closed doors, the stories and the blow-ups and the drama. And that was more like I had way more fear for that person. It made me like act different. Anyway, let's bring all that up to be like that's advice too for someone.
What's interesting that you say about that other person, right, is that like I view things so fucking differently now. When I see that type of person, I think insecurity and weakness.
But like you were always like because of your
not step.
Sorry, because of people in your life that like you knew like use their power and their leverage and like the masks and all like the pedestals and like, you knew exactly the game he was playing and you call you oh well, I've seen
that was legit my old man, not
you were like I know this, yes, right. I was thinking of like your stepmom, sorry. It was
no.
Yeah, but it was your pops and your
Yeah, it was my real dad.
Yeah. I felt like also your stepmom at some point was in there too of like someone that was like that. So my apologies.
Oh, one of my dad's wives was
right. It was like an old ex-wife from like years when you were younger, and you were and you had fear from her. Anyway, that was what it was. I was referencing to was like stepmom is what I was thinking. But I don't know if she was still around, so then I felt bad.
No. There was a lot of things, family dynamics everybody has, but yes, but like using my dad as the example, right? There was always a mask. He was on a pedestal. As I saw behind the curtain, he came off, and it was like a really weird thing to have somebody come off the pedestal. And that's one of the reasons why I never want to be put on the pedestal. Like I had a long conversation with somebody today, and they were telling me how much they admire some of the things that I'm doing. And it was somebody that shouldn't be fucking admiring the things that I'm doing. Like, what are you talking about, dude? And he was appreciating, and it was just, I go, let me just tell you something about this situation. The one thing I feel, and you hear about this like in, let's say, war situations. If you look, you see people running but you always see people running in, right? And I go, that's what it reminds me of. It's like through some of these tough times and choices I've made to preserve myself, but try and do what's best for other people around me. I beat myself up a lot. And I said, but the one thing that I appreciate more than anything through this shit is how much everyone supports everybody in the situation. It fucking blows my mind. It makes me so fucking grateful, dude, that there are people out there, but like you can't be afraid to take that mask off and hide certain things, because once you do, you realize that there are people in relatable situations and they actually appreciate you taking the mask off, because it allows them then to take their mask off. And we're like, now we're down to the fucking, now we're down to what's real, right? And that's the fucking thing about life that's cool is like, like that person was like, I share too much. I go, dude, never apologize for sharing too much, because, I mean, there's that theory that, hey, people, and I think you and I talked about this once, like, don't tell people what you're doing because they're going to want to knock it. And I just say, well, no, we want to tell people what we're doing because we're put in the universe. Like it or don't, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Like, dude, we're going to do what we do. And if you want to judge, then you're not the type of person that your opinion should fucking matter.
Yeah, you always say that. Like, oh, I've just weeded you out of my life.
Right.
Oh,
done.
Cool.
I don't need to set confrontational boundaries. Yeah. Listen, no hard feelings. I'll just distance myself, man.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to my dad in 3 years, and he texted me at Thanksgiving, said, hey, I heard about your situation, blah, 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 blah. Here's what's going on with me. And then I went to the person that told him what was going on, and I said, look, I'm not mad. He hasn't earned the trust, though, to know anything about my life. And if he was serious about the changes that he's making and being a missionary, he would be asking me questions how he can support. Right. I go, and I'm not hating him. I'm not mad at it for it. You know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Just it's just like
bitter. And dude,
I just want to distance myself. It's cool. I hope that one day I can fucking play golf with this guy.
I was explaining like, extreme love is like a really potent thing, and part of love sometimes turns into like hate, bitterness, anger, resentment, vengeance, whatever it is. And you felt that for your dad for a long time, but the most potent like thing that kills his vibe is indifference. To not care is poison to him, and you don't have to fake it, force it, pretend, manufacture it. You legitimately walk around now probably with like a little bit of just like, indifference. There's a joke my friend was it was an online thing where they'd say, you know, when like someone's arguing with on the internet, you say, bro, if you died tomorrow, I would say, what's for breakfast? Like, it's supposed to mean like, if you don't matter to me, you're inconsequential. But I think that sentiment to a father is powerful.
This is one of the things too, is like, I don't hate somebody for taking advantage of me or lying to me, because I own some responsibility for it, because I allowed myself to stay close, hoping for what hasn't been. They only show flashes of, right? Guy's not consistently enough genuine, right? Like, he's not genuinely consistent enough for me to be like, I trust you. I don't hate you. And they actually say the difference between love isn't hate, it's indifference. That's why that gray rock approach works to narcissists, right?
Yep.
It's like, it doesn't fucking matter, man. And I don't hate anybody. I actually wish my dad would take his mask off and be real and just be like, listen, own it. I care more about my interests. I prioritize myself more than I prioritize my family. Okay, cool. We can live with that. Just be honest about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But don't fucking pretend and then take advantage, right? Like, and it's not for me. It's for my siblings who get kind of pulled in and out and in and out. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that's like, dude, whatever. It doesn't matter if it's friends, family, or whatever. If you can't be yourself, if you have to hide things from the people that are close to you, then you should probably just distance yourself. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to be angry with them. Just be like, listen, I don't have a falling out. You know, if
younger, you would have had a blow up in a fight, an argument, and like settle your
points. It's not
points.
worth it.
You're just like,
I had the problem growing up. I had a problem where I was so anti-confrontational that I would give in for a large majority of my life. Now it's just like,
you're not even confrontational. Now you're just like, no, I'm not even going to engage.
I just don't want to engage in that shit. It's not fucking healthy, man. This is who I am. I'm not going to apologize for who I am. I talk too much. I share too much fucking personal details. I do all this thing. I have this really bad problem where I repeat myself a lot, and it's fucking annoying and annoys me. But sometimes I'm like, fuck it. Deal with it.
It's who you are. Don't change that part of you.
Right. Like, exactly. It's who I am. If you can't fucking tolerate that, then fucking just stay away from me, bro. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't. There's so much of our lives that we try to wear a mask, and people don't get to see what's really behind it, right? The things you don't see. And we spend so much time hiding that so that we fit in. And then you get to a certain point where you're like, dude, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I don't want to hide it. This is who I am. This is what I am. And if you don't like it and you don't accept me, then you probably just weren't meant for my fucking life. The end, dude. There's nothing really to it. You don't have to fucking fight about it.
That only comes with time, experience, and like, I think understanding the nature of life and relationships. And you can tell a young person though these things, you can give them this advice, but until they go through life and start to prune their own tree of these people and experiences, they never know. So
it's like they say, dude, they say you only live once, but it's really, you live every day and you only die once. So you might as well fucking live your life the way you want to fucking live your life.
God damn, motherfucker. So well said, buddy. But, dude, I am
done.
Drunk as a skunk. I am tired.
Do they fucking drink, skunks?
Who knows?
I've never seen one fucking drink.
I think it just rhymes, Jason. So, anyway, I think that's it for tonight. You can hit us up with a fucking email, bottledandcannedpod.
Beer Jesus, we love you, bro. Where you been?
Jesus, you subbed and we went casual. We don't want to talk about it. At bottledandcannedpod, all spelled out, at gmail.com. Wait, sorry. Can we start from the top? Bottledandcannedpod at gmail.com, all spelled out. Write us an email at bottledandcannedpod.
How are you the producer?
TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram. Hit us up. Follow us. Jason makes all the socials. I actually know what I'm doing on that stuff, but I let Jason.
I don't. But if you do like For You page on TikTok, all of a sudden, motherfuckers that you don't want to see your shit sees your shit, and you're like, "What? I didn't stick fucking ice cubes up my ass. What are you talking about?" Anyways, what?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Sweden.